star seeds. I'll tell you the trap in it first. The trap is in it, the common and widespread trap in it is that you give into mental information that's available. So they're like this categories about from which star dimension you come from, to which race you belong, and all of that. And of course, in all of that is truth. It's a truth that you directly know. But how amazing would that be if you would just stay with that truth that you directly know and move through all of that in a way that your mind cannot comprehend, that your mind doesn't even care on putting a category on understanding why, what for, etc., etc., etc. If you do that, you end up in realities that you cannot comprehend, but you know you're moving in them. It's so subtle and so real. What is very common in starseed New Age community is that all of that is in some way categorized. There's a lot of channeling of information which is of true resonance, but as it is adhered to by your mind, so your mind says, oh wow, you get channeling, you get an information and you believe that. Why? Because that is something you can grab. That is something that yourself can say, oh, I come from that dimension. Or my life is like this and this because I am that and that. Etc., etc. You get full of frames in your mind that give you the empowerment of understanding. And that empowerment goes to yourself, to your ego self. It makes something of you because you believe stuff about yourself. You have something in your mind, but that's a trap. And it is a trap, to tell you right away, that is partially, and saying partially, set up with intention from beings in other dimensions. Because when you believe something, at any moment, anytime you believe something in your mind, you're giving energy away. When you believe in information that is channeled, you give something of you away. Because you, with your mind, you're believing something. Believing it's a profound energy output. So you're giving that energy output away. And with that, some beings can work. It's a trap. Then there's also parts that can be way more innocent, but can still be a trap on your path. That is, you can channel information from beings that are very clean, very pure, very authentic, light beings. And they're giving information away just because that's what they have. Because that's where they're at. So they just transmit. And that transmission gets translated into words, and that words can land here. So the intention can be really clear there and clean. And the information is also fine. But what really makes a difference is how you're moving in it. When you're moving in it in a way that is in tune with the higher levels of what your heart is. So you being completely in your heart, exclusively in love, without needing to have anything from that, to get anything out of that, to be somebody because of that. So if you're not investing any lower ego stuff into that, then the information, you will really be able to do something with that information. You'll be able to awaken to something much higher than you, and you may even be able to move in that. But then you won't make a big story out of being a starseed, or being this or being that, or channeling this entity or that thing. Because that is not what's going to be priority for you. The energy itself, the movement itself will be priority to you. And then it comes at a cost, and the cost is your own mind. The cost is that you will not understand what you're in, but you'll move in it. And when you do that, moving in ways of higher frequency reality, in ways that you don't have to get it or have it, but you're just moving in it because it's happening, let's say, because it's coming to you, or because you know it is in you, and you don't stand in the way of that awakening. Then you come into a garden of frequency that is so beautiful unto itself. That is being in that is the fruit. So you don't pick the fruit from the mind, from any kind of lower frequencies, to have a fruit and then be the person that has all the knowledge, star seed, blah blah blah, channeling this, channeling that, you don't do any of that for empowering anything in you as this person here. You don't even give a shit about that. You move in the frequency, in the light, in the higher resonances, and there reality opens up, higher reality opens up, and you don't have to have an affirmation of you are love, or you are light, or you are this, or you are that. You'll just have that. It will just flow through you. It will pour through you because you're coming into it. And that is the true way. Just be in these frequencies. They will do through you what you are really meant to